Hi, good day, doctor and everyone. Let me make a simple introduce first. My name is Tang Minghui. Metric number is 261490. Am I another three group members, which are Tung Xiao Ting 262854, Jia Tai Yu 262998, and Siti Aisha binti Ismail 265145. We are from BJMP 3083 Operations Management Seminar Group A. So, what are we going to present? We are going to present about Vitrox Corporation Berhad for our group assignment. So, in the first part, I'm going to talk about is the introduction of Vitrox Corporation Berhad. The location of Vitrox Corporation Berhad is located at Batu Kawan, Penang, and this electronic Vitrox company is founded in year 2000. Vitrox became a company public limited in 2004 under the name of Vitrox Corporation Berhad, and it has been considered as one of the world's leading automation machine vision solution providers with experience and proficiency skills in this industry. In addition, they have produced the most innovative machine vision solutions with the best quality to their customers through high technology integration.
So next I will continue with the owner information. The owner of Vitrox is Chu Jianwing, age 50, who is currently holding the position of CEO in Vitrox. And he graduated with a bachelor degree in electrical and electronics engineering and a master of science in image processing from University Science Malaysia, USM. And in 2005, he received the Outstanding Young Malaysian Award Certificate of Merit and also the Young Malaysian Entrepreneur of the Year Technology Awards and Outstanding Entrepreneur Award in 2011.
Okay, there are three operational issues in Vitrox company, which is increasing of operational costs, lack of high productivity employees, and lack of capability to make rapid technology changes. Okay, for the lack of operational costs, there are one category which is financial issues. Financial issues arise when the virus suddenly hits the operating system of a company. In terms of turnover and wages for the workers, this puts the business at a financial disadvantage. This is because the organization still needs to pay the salaries of workers during this time, even though they are on leave. Financial issues or financial distress are a situation in which you are overwhelmed by money worries. Most individuals are facing difficult economic times, and the effect on mental health can be important. These issues can seem difficult to solve, but Vitrox Corporation Berhad can get support from their customers and take steps to change their situation. Vitrox also does not delay their payment for the supplier in order to maintain the good relationship. Okay, for the lack of high productivity employees, there are two categories, which is employee behavior issues and low awareness quality mindset. Okay, a quality mindset is important for continuous enhancement of quality at all levels of the organization. The workers need a quality mindset in order to progress constantly, which is ensures employees are always able to go the extra mile, growing every day. Next is employee behavior issues. Some employees may have a personal problem that they cannot handle. Employees also cannot give what employer want, and it is a lazy attitude. Like, the employees cannot focus in work and not achieve a company target. So it will affect organizational goals, and the production of handling machines also cannot produce other products to the customers. Okay, next is issues in lack of capability to make rapid technology changes. There are two categories, which is problem in future cost structure and impact of niche product. Okay, for problem in future cost structure, Vitrox Corporation Berhad got some weakness like problems in future cost structure because in dealing with technology, there was an unexpected change in the future. The impact of the coronavirus pandemic is causing widespread concern and economic hardship for consumers, business and communities across the globe. It also affects the future cost structure because in dealing with the technology, the company must have a good financial to continue operation and supply the product to the customers. Vitrox Corporation Berhad does offer the physical and online purchase, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, to the customer that wants to purchase the product. Okay, the last is impact of niche product. Vitrox Corporation Berhad produce very niche products for a specific type of customer. Its fate will therefore be heavily reliant on how well the industry is doing. The business will be directly impacted if the semiconductor industry falls into the recession and cuts back on capital spending. However, it is difficult to see how they will be able to break the larger brand names if they are not as good quality.
Good day, doctor. My name is Tum Xiaoting with metric number 262854. And now I'm going to present to you the operation tools that we are choosing for the Vitrox Corporation Berhad. The tools that our group is choosing is a root cause analysis, which is a technique for determining the circumstances of a problematical occurrence by investigating the why, how, and when the incidental elements arise after the fact. In this analysis, we are using the cause and effect diagram, which is a visual tool to logically arrange probable causes of a particular issue by visually depicting them in increasing depth and implying the causal connection between the ideal. The first point that we identify is Vitrox is lacking of the high productivity of the workers. There are two causes to make this happen, which is including the employee and also the management team. For the employee, they are lacking of the training from the company, which make them lacking of the multitasking competency to complete the task. Therefore, they will feel stressed in a high pressure working environment because they are required to become multitasking to complete their tasks. And for the management team require the high quality of the employee, which is they require their workers to be multitasking to complete the task. And they are required the workers who are able to work in the high pressure working environment because the workers is required to be multitasking, so they need to afford the high pressure working environment. And the last one is the management team also require the workers who are follow their instruction that given by the management team. So this is all the reason that make the workers to become low high productivity because they are feeling stressed while doing their job. The second effect that we identify is the increasing cost and also financial happening in Vitrox. The factor that caused this happen involved with the employee, finance, and also operation. According to the government policy, the company should increase the wages by the minimum amounts that's set by the government. But the problem is the wages that company pay to their employee does not balance because the productivity of the employee is very low. While for the finance of the Vitrox Corporation Berhad is mainly talking about the salary that paying to the employee. The company does not cut down the salary, even though it's during this COVID-19 pandemic. The employee is working from home, but the Vitrox Berhad no cutting down the salary, and this actually is causing a burden to the company during this COVID-19 pandemic. While for the operation part, the increasing of the operation cost and also the low production of the company to generate the profit to sustain the company is also the problem to make the issue happen, which is the increasing and cost and finance issue that happening in the Vitrox Berhad. And the last effect that we identify is the lack of capability to meet the rapid technology changes in this era of globalization. There are four factors that cause the effect happen, which is the lack of the model, high cost, hard to find new investor, lack of the technology forecasting. For the lack of the model, in this COVID-19 pandemic, the company is lacking of the investor, and also the company also keep the money, the contingency money prepared for the COVID-19 pandemic. And for the high cost, due to the Vitrox Corporation Berhad is an electronic technology company, they need a very high cost, high research and development cost to do their research, and they also need to have a high purchasing cost to buy the technology for the company. And the next one is the hard to find investor. In this COVID-19 pandemic, they are actually lacking of the investor and hard to find investor to invest in their company because of the COVID-19 happen. Many of the company or investor need to save the contingency money, and it is hard to find the investor due to the high operation cost that is needed to the Vitrox Corporation Berhad, like the high R&D cost and also the high processing cost to buy the technology is make the company hard to find the investor. And the next one is the lacking of the technology forecasting. The unpredictable and fast technology advancement is also make the company to lacking of the forecasting of the development of technology because the changing of technology is very fast in this society, and the low capability of the employee to forecast the changes in the future due to the employee is lacking of the capability. So this issue is happen to the company. Then that's all for the cause and effect diagram. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
So next, let me continue with past analysis. The first factor is political factor. Political is a factor about how and what effect of government interference in the economy or other sectors. Government grants are accepted on a structured basis in terms of benefit or loss over the years for which the corporation considers the associated costs for which the grants are supposed to be paid as expenses. In order to protect the rights of the shareholders and the interests of the related stakeholders, as well as to maximize the value of shareholders, Vitrox Corporation Berhad have committed to upholding high levels of good corporate governance within the company. So, while the second factor is economic, this is a factor which is determinant of a company to perform well in the economy sector includes economic growth, interest rate, inflation rates, unemployment rates, and households' disposable income. Vitrox Corporation Berhad share price has risen by 15% from June 2020 because customers are afraid of getting out of the supply chain due to COVID-19 pandemic, so the customers keep stock up their inventory. Vitrox Corporation Berhad sees relatively high demand, particularly for memory and chipset from the semiconductor segments, but they are experiencing delay and postponed shipments in other segments, such as smartphones. And the next factor is about the social patterns, standards, customs, and principles of the community whereby the company operates are reflected by this component of the social environment. For example, age distribution and job attitudes. As their routine community-based cultivation, Vitrox Corporation Berhad practices humanist roles. For example, they practice volunteerism as a distinguishing attribute for each other to build a balanced and thoughtful life. As far as it goes, Vitrox Corporation Berhad aims to uphold environmental sustainability. They promote 5Rs practice, which is rethink, reduce, reuse, repair, and recycle by creating campus compost bins and recycling centers. Continue with the last factor, which is technological. These factors relate to technical advances that may have an impact on operations that may have a positive or unfavorable impact on the operations of the industry and the market. As Vitrox Corporation Berhad designs and produces creative, state-of-the-art and cost-effective automated vision inspection equipment and system-on-chip embedded electronics equipment for the semiconductor and electronic packaging industries. So, Vitrox Corporation Berhad continues to release its latest product and improve its core market in the back-end semiconductor and electronics assemblies sector across 4 business units named as the Machine Vision System Standard (MVSS), the Machine Vision System Tray (MVST), and the Automated Board Inspection (ABI), and the last one is Electronics Communication System (ECS). Thus, exploring new product establishments. Yeah, that's all from my part.
So now I'm going to present about the suggestions. So my first suggestion is to increase the level of automation because Vitrox is facing a problem of increasing of operational costs and lacking of high productivity employees. So the use of automation in the production process can help to decrease the operational cost in the most efficient manner as the company is able to reduce the salary cost by decreasing its human worker dependent on the production processes, and it can also increase its productivity of the employees because some of the tasks could be substituted by machines, so it can reduce the pressure of multitask and the performance of the employees can also be increased. And secondly, when the company is applying more automation in the production, it can increase the productivity and efficiency in the operation, and the application of automation can also minimize the possibility of defection and waste, which the machines are able to perform the processes better than the human workers as the human workers are easier to make the mistakes and errors during the operation. So when the defection is reduced, then at the same time the operational cost will also be reduced. Secondly is to establish an education department in Vitrox. So as the workers in Vitrox are required to work multitask under the high pressure from the managers, so the education establishment can be a good approach to increase the workers' productivity. For example, the company can develop an education department such as Vitrox Academy that functions to provide the training to the workers in order to increase their qualities and also to identify the potential of the workers in the workplace. So the Vitrox Academy can provide training to the workers about the knowledge of technology so that the workers can understand more about the technology trends, and also they can be able to think out of the box to produce some innovative ideas in the technology development. And lastly is to find more investors. So Vitrox is lacking capability to meet the rapid technology changes because of evolving high costs in the technology development. And since Vitrox is a factory equipment producer, they need to always be aware of the technology changes so that they can produce or to add innovative specifications to its automation products. Therefore, the company can look for more investors with the background in the electronic and technology industry, and this can help them to get additional model and knowledge from the investors in the technology development in order to increase its financial position and also its ability to improve its products continuously.
This is the proof of interview with Mr. Mu King Hao, Executive of People Development Department of Vitrox, through Google Meet on 8th of June 2021. Okay, this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for your attention.